So this video is probably going to trigger a couple of you, and if you're one of those well actually guys, you're probably not going to like this video either, but it's just a story about what I've been through recently when I got my RTX 5090 just the other day, and mental gymnastics that I've done in order to validate my purchase, which inevitably, if anyone has bought one of these this year, you've had to go through it too. So let me take you along for the ride. Let's get it. All right, so earlier this year, I built a gaming PC, which you can see right here. It's a Ryzen 7 9800X3D, 48 gigabytes of 6400 mega transfers DDR5 RAM, of course, 2 terabytes of a Gen 5 NVMe that does up to 14,800 megabytes per second, and another 2 terabytes of a Gen 4 NVMe that does 6,400 or 7,400 megabytes per second. And of course, my Asus 4090. Now, if you look at this thing, it looks amazing. Even the case has your temperatures in the front. You can change the color with the knobs. It's amazing. It's great. But I'm sure you can see the problem here. There's just one thing in here that doesn't quite look right. And while I've been actually really happy with the performance of the computer, especially when I'm playing games on it, because it really is just a gaming PC. I have it out in my living room to replace the Xbox I had. It's been great. Like, everything's cool. But every time I look at it, I just see this one big black video card in the middle of all this amazing, gorgeous, pristine white all around it. Is pretty wild. Pretty terrible. And to be honest, when I originally came up with the idea for this gaming PC, I originally wanted to get a 5090. But of course, as you know, when the 5090s came out, not only could you not get them, they were hella expensive, and they still are ridiculously expensive to this day. So I kind of had given up, and I was just like, I guess I'm just going to have a 4090 in there, at least for this year. And it is what it is. I'm just going to move forward. It's fine. And my games play fine. But here's the problem. Number one, I'm a PC gamer who loves hardware. And like many of you who watch, it's a problem. It's really problematic. It's not a good thing to have. It's like a disease. And number two, having a one black video card in the middle of a whole bunch of white peripherals just really bothered me. I couldn't get over that. I tried to get over it, but I just couldn't. And really, I had given up on the 5090 after I had the whole 5080 fiasco, which I have a video on the channel. If you haven't seen that, watch that video. That really turned me off to this generation of video cards, but I gotta be honest, I still fell for it. And of course, having bought something from Newegg, they email me every day about things that I don't want to have to buy. And they linked to the white 5090 that I've been waiting for. But the thing is like, it's over $3,000 and I just am not into it that much. I don't need it that much. Well, sort of. And this is where the whole thing comes up where I said I got the 5090 for under $2,000 because I kind of did. It just depends on how you look at it. You see, what had happened was they offer a trade-in for my 4090 that actually made a lot of sense. Now, before you start saying, well, then that means you just paid for the whole thing. I need you to rewind something for a second. This is really kind of interesting. I bought the 4090 from Newegg a couple of years ago for about $1,600. And the trade-in value they're willing to give me is $1,600. I basically had a 4090 for 2 years for free. It was like a deposit. It's like I rented it, but I didn't even have to pay for the rental fee.
That was legitness. Yeah, it was. Huh?
Like, they just gave me the money back. It's insane. Like, that's a hell of a deal, right?
No!
And some of you I know might be thinking, but you can sell it for more. Here's the problem with that. If you sell it on eBay, you got eBay fees, you got to ship it, and then you got to hope that the person who gets it doesn't defraud you by saying they didn't get it, or that you broke it, or that, you sent a rock when you really sent an actual video card. And you could say, well, why don't you just sell it in person? Well, that also makes sense, and maybe I could make more money, but I don't like getting robbed.
What?
20-year-old Bellevue man was arrested for allegedly meeting multiple sellers through Facebook Marketplace, threatening them, then stealing their items.
And the last time I checked my local Facebook Marketplace, people were dropping the price on their 4090s to about the price that Newegg's going to give it to me anyway. And again, it's less hassle. Like, I don't have to wait for someone to buy it or anything. Newegg's just like, here, we'll just give you money. Just send it to us. So I did, which means I got a 5090 for less than $2,000, which is amazing. I got the white one too, which is exactly what I wanted. And again, I know some of you think, well, no, but you paid for the 4090, but I got the money back. So in a way, it's kind of like past me paid present me for a card that I'm getting to play in the future for future me to have. Does that make sense? It does to me, because I have a sickness, which is computer hardware, and I'm sure you do too. And if you love computer hardware and gaming on computers like I do, why don't you hit subscribe and hit that like button, because just be one of me, please. But there's more to this story. Let me explain. So I got the 5090 and I unboxed it. That box was huge. Literally, the box for the 5090 was big enough to put an Xbox Series S in it. It was absolutely ridiculous. Like, I wonder, do they do this on purpose? Are they trying to make me feel better for paying as much money as I did? Because it's a ridiculously huge size box. Ridiculous. I thought the 4090 was big and the box that it came in was big, but this is much bigger. And I thought that the 4090 itself was big. But when I put the 5090 next to it, it's freaking huge. It's ridiculous. Look how big this thing is. You can see. And of course, I knew that putting this big bad mamma jam in here was going to look so good. So I installed it. As you can see, I recorded myself putting it in there for posterity. I wanted y'all to be a part of this incredible situation that's really ridiculous, absolutely stupid. No one should ever do this. And fired it up. Look how beautiful. Oh my God. Thank you, Jeebus. Oh my God. So one of the things that I'm trying to get out of my gaming PC is 4K at 120 hertz by almost any means necessary. Now, I do have my lines. If I'm paying all this money for a video card, I really want something specific. So for my 4090, I was trying to get 4K 120 because my television that I play my games on hits 120 hertz, refresh rate, 120 hertz. So I just want to get all that stuff. I'm okay with DLSS, especially with DLSS 4 now. It looks good. I'm okay with up to balanced if I'm feeling like I have to push things back. But I don't feel like I should have to do that when you spend a certain amount of money. Like, you should be able to just get 4K 120, DLSS quality, you should be good. And while I don't mind frame generation, I shouldn't have to use it. And I felt like I had to continually use it. If you look at some of these stats here with the 4090, like look at Gears of War 5, beautiful game, but I could not, and the game is old, by the way. There is no upscaling, so I had to just run this raw. And I couldn't even turn everything up, and I would get around 120, but I couldn't turn all the settings all the way up. If I did, I was way under 100 frames a second. Of course, you know, Cyberpunk's going to be the same. You put path tracing on, you can kiss 100 frames per second goodbye, unless you put all the shenanigans on, which again, I'm okay with if it looks good, but I didn't want to have to do that if you spend the money. So between those and another game here, I was actually really looking forward to being able to turn everything all the way up and not have to compromise anything. And did I get it? Not exactly. Sure, I came really close to 120 on all these games, Doom, which looks gorgeous, by the way. And of course, I got, you know, okay in Cyberpunk once I turned everything all the way up. And as long as I put DLSS quality on, I get really good frame rates, and I'm okay with that. Again, I'm okay with it. And I did get where I wanted to be in Gears of War 5, but I feel like when you go back to the frame rate on Cyberpunk, which isn't exactly a new game anymore, it does push the limits of everything, you would think I could get 4K 120 at DLSS quality without anything else. And I couldn't regularly get that. So that was disappointing. That was actually disappointing, but everything runs amazing now. The temperatures when I'm running just normal games is actually a little bit lower than my 4090, and I assume that's because for some of the games I play, like Tekken, you see here I'm whooping somebody's ass, it doesn't have to use as much GPU power, thus it's not draining as much power, thus it's not creating as much heat. At least that's what I think is happening. I could be completely wrong. So undoubtedly you're saying, well then Travis, is it really worth a 4090 plus $1,500 to get a 5090? Well, no, of course not. It's absolutely stupid. Makes zero sense, but of course, this is the thing that we do. And yeah, I'm financially irresponsible at times. But I actually pay people to help me be financially responsible, but I didn't tell them about this, so YOLO! And the reality is this is a really ridiculous upgrade that no one should do. No one at all should do any of these things. And I feel like reviews on video cards are very similar to the tech space that I just came from, a mobile space, where a lot of tech reviewers will review it based on the previous product, which is not realistic for most people. I understand why you do it. You do it because you want to see what the generation over generations improvement is. And I guess that's fair. But the reality is someone who's getting a 5090 should not have a 4090. What are you doing? Don't do that to yourself. I'm a very specific YouTuber and a very specific need for gaming goodness because I don't leave my house. I just sit here and I play games and I'd make YouTube videos and stuff. That's about all I do. So I want it to be amazing. So I don't think anyone should probably buy this GPU. It's the Gigabyte one. It's beautiful. It's white. It looks incredible in my build. And I'm glad I have it. I finally look at my computer and I'm so proud of it. It's so beautiful. It's so amazing. But go touch grass, really. Just go touch some grass. My grass died because it's kind of hot and I don't water it. Maybe I should get a grass simulator. Play that. 4K 120. But what do you think? Did you get a 5090? I'm sure you didn't, because that's dumb. What did you get? Did you upgrade this year even? I think most of you that are out here, I've seen some people leaving comments that are in like the RTX 30 series or above and the equivalent on Radeon. Y'all don't need to upgrade. I'm just wild. I'm crazy out here making content, buying white video cards for $1,700. Why? I don't know. If you want to see other stuff, I got a link for you in the description. It's probably like a Patreon. Pay me, please. I'm running out of money. This channel's going bankrupt. Help. Help.